Amusement parks. Such an amazing place filled with nothing but fun times. Generally, the expectation of going to a place like this is to go ahead and have fun, ride the scary rides, just enjoy yourself and make a good day of it. I'm sure this was probably the thoughts of many people attending a certain theme park that we're going to be looking at today as well. You know, have a good day filled with nothing but riding theme parks, scary rides, leaving the theme park just with good memories filled. And unfortunately for these people that attended this theme park on this day, that was not what went down. So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and welcome back to another reaction-styled video. This one, though, will be a little bit different to the typical formula. Almost everything that we've done so far is a reaction-based type thing, but this one is going to take a different turn where instead we're going to have to put our detective goggles on and actually do some research. We're gonna have to explore the park named Liminal Land. What went down there, the tragedies that really struck, and what everything has amounted to this day. I think this is gonna be a very exciting episode. This is clearly a project that some people have had a lot of thought, and they've put it all into this thing, and I'm very excited to see what story they're crafting here. Without further ado, I think the only thing left to do is go ahead and explore what exactly happened at Liminal Land and see if we can piece together whatever went down to really mess this park up for good. And if you guys do want to see more videos just like this one, I think you know exactly what to do. Okay, so we're gonna begin our investigation into what Liminal Land is by checking out the YouTube channel and doing the kind of, you know, usual formula of an analog horror. Watch the video, see what we can get from it. This is still a relatively new analog experience, so at the minute there is only 3 different videos that are out. Seems like they release as well maybe 2 to 3 every single month. Alright, let's get this started by watching Missing Persons. Archived anthem and sign-off of LVVT Channel 5 in Lake Valley, New Mexico. Contrary to the small population size of Lake Valley, the number of missing persons cases is likely attributed to the numerous incidents that took place within nearby Liminal Land Park. All right, what does that even mean, though?
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Great. National anthem? Ah, really? They give the whole experience then? There it is. Dude, you got a flag in your face. Can you even see what's going on right now? All right, that was really 1.5 minutes of the, you know, the national anthem. Wait, Margaret Jacobson, 505-666-4075? Maybe try and remove the 666 in there? So these are the missing people. We got Strother, I think we pronounced that, same number of course. These are people that went missing then near Liminal Land Park. Next one, we got Angie Munoz. So all different age variations as we can tell. There's no like specific age group that seems to be disappearing. What we got next? Sherry Travis. Again, maybe a teenage girl or something like that. And they all just vanished, entering this park, exiting the park, going to a specific zone of the park. Is there any information known about this so far? We got little old Mark. So this is just going down? This is just happening in New Mexico and they don't really know how to stop it, but you know, how are they gonna try and put an end to this if they can't even figure out how these people are going missing? You see good old Herman Reed. Hey Reedy, how's it going, bro? We got Roger. This is just a huge, massive list of people that went missing then, I guess. There's no hints towards the amount of time that passed for this to all go down. But it just kind of keeps stacking up. We've got Angela Hawthorne. Very smiley, but probably not so smiley now, you know? Lisa Stanton. Dang, this kind of cuts weird. Like, you had like the upbeat, you know, tune going in the back, the national anthem, and then it just kind of dips to just missing person after missing person. I think that's all the first video is going to contain as well. There's maybe not that much more. It's just someone who recorded their TV, I guess, captured that, and that probably is it. I mean, as the name suggests, it's a Channel 5 sign-off. We saw they played the theme song, and then the missing persons, they popped up afterwards once the show had finished up, and that's really all we got to get from that. So fairly easy to understand. People are going missing in a specific zone, but at that moment in time, all they could really do is put these posters, these things on their TV to see if anyone can come forward, recognize the person who went missing. No idea how successful it was. Next up though, guys, we're gonna have to watch something directly that comes from, I guess, Liminal Land, which is the company training tape, Visitor Satisfaction. A recovered tape from the main office at Liminal Land Park. We're working to uncover the others, as this seems to be part of a collection. Liminal Land... What did that say? An archive thing? There you go, there's your park logo. So you can tell this is that old school thing. You got that home video filter. I mean, VHS classic, noisy as freak. Here we go. Training tape. Welcome to Liminal Land. All right. How's it go down in this place, huh? Orientation, course number 6. Oh, we missed the first 5? We are so grateful to have you join our team and hope we've given you a warm and memorable welcome thus far. First 5 I mean, we're at number 6, right? We did good? As you've seen, we pride ourselves in ensuring that each visitor's experience is nothing short of positive, even those that went missing. In this tape, we hope to teach you how to spot dissatisfied visitors. That made me cry over this, like, you're telling me they're unhappy in this beautiful place, though? We got an example, okay. I'm gonna need to see it. I mean, they look kind of thrilled, right? Look. What the freak, bro? It's like, what's that dude's name from Shrek? They got Lord Farquaad in this attraction. Like, this is the person. Man, they really single him out. Poor kid just went there for fun, and now he's in the orientation course. You try. What do you mean? Oh, you want us to spot the person who's being
Look at the photo.
Okay. I think you got skin crawlers amongst those kids, though. Like, I'm voting yes. I got it, man. We got the skin crawler. We got him. This is the person. Why is he not happy? Why is he not having a good time?
Look at the photo.
Okay, don't force me to. I mean, it's one. How was we gonna get that one wrong? There was one person in the photo. Yeah, okay, we see that. Mid-drop, starting to panic. But is that not the thrill of adrenaline?
Look at the photo.
Okay, stop talking to me. Bro, what the heck is going on? That makes me feel so uncomfortable. Bro, she's enjoying herself. I think the demon's enjoying it within too.
Look
Perform
at
an
the
exorcist
photo.
pronto. Bro, what the freak? Can we talk about... This dude is literally a zombie. This is... It's weird so far. This is starting to get a little bit strange. Yeah, I figured that was the person. Look at him with his mustache. You see that?
Look at the photo.
All right, direct with it. I'm going kid on the... Wait, was there something in the back? Wait, the park. Wait, what the freak is going on? Wait, what am I seeing? That's 2 people, bud, unless they're fused at the hip. Bro, what is going on? This is weird. Orientation course 6. Is that it? Yo, this is uncomfortable. I don't think I want to work here. If you encounter a dissatisfied customer, be sure to make their day by suggesting additional park activities. When you're ready, inform your manager to initiate course 7 with passcode RIGHT. R-I-T-E. Ooh, I wonder if we can go digging on the website for that one. At Liminal Land, our happy visitor is a forever visitor. Yeah, great. You see Grandma, though? She looks a bit too happy. Why would you say she's dissatisfied? I would argue she's the most satisfied she's ever been in her life, though. So that's new to me. And that's our Liminal Land, guys. What a great place to go visit. What a truly great place. I'm gonna definitely X off my bucket list because I don't want to meet people that look like that. Okay, I'm not going there, guys. Help me. So is it the people in this universe that kind of look a bit like, I don't know, strange by default? Like, all of their faces, they look a bit like almost caricature-like. Always super enhanced kind of smiles. Maybe their features just seem a little different than what I'm used to. It's creating that uncanny valley feeling. Not really sure. Maybe the park is doing something to them. But also that could just be a very harmless, like, training tape. Spot people who aren't happy, go up, talk to them, ask them if they're okay. That you want to give them that good experience. However, what kind of puts a damper on this mood is that we're not going to another satisfactory type training video. We're going to investigation tape the Liminal Land anomaly. So this might be the first look at what is going on more so in this park. A recovered investigation tape detailing strange occurrences surrounding something nicknamed the Liminal Land anomaly. We have an idea of what this ride could be. However, it's still mostly ambiguous. Liminal Land anomaly. Case file 112182. So that is a roller coaster? A theme park attraction of some kind? The anomaly within Liminal Land. This is what we start to learn, I guess, like, things aren't as they seem. Okay, we got the roller coaster track. In recent months, NMSP has been made aware of an anomalous attraction at Liminal Land Park. Wait, what do you mean, though?
Huh?
What the freak is going on? The ride is believed to be tied to numerous cases of facial deformity as noted by Lake Valley Regional. What the freak do they do on this ride? Strap their faces in? What's going on? You're gonna have to give me more than a sunrise. LVVT has declined to cover these cases on local television as visual depictions are not suitable for general audience. Try me. So what, you give me the royalty footage like fishing, brushing a beach? We hope this record will serve as a suitable and alternative case study for the Liminal Land anomaly. Interesting. The first look at something weird, though, truly, with this pack. I mean, the images look strange. The training tape, too. Rick Ackerman, 42, 5'11", sales agent, mild anxiety. What appears to be the problem here? Is that like a before? Rick visited Liminal Land on July of 1988. He has a wife and 3 children. Something about this music tells me alien-like. Like supernatural. Shouldn't have happened. He allegedly snuck away from his family to ride the Liminal Land anomaly alone. 42-year-old dude just breaking away from his family like a child, you know, reliving those fun days. This photograph was the last time his family saw him alive. He died riding that thing? Alright, now you're gonna have to show me more. What happened? Did he die on the ride? The following photos is an illustration of his facial structure after riding. So wait, did something hit it? Did it just deform on the ride itself? Oh. What? Bro got too happy. What the heck? How? It's like the thrill of the ride. I don't know. The Rick's cause of death remains under investigation until further notice. The ride itself caused a deformity on this dude. That is interesting. We got another one. Lena Sorensen, 44, 5'4". She's a teacher. No med notes, okay? Do we really want to know what went down? I mean, they're gonna show us either way. Lena brought her first grade class to Liminal Land in the winter of 1984. So this is 4 years prior to the dude before. Was it riding the same roller coaster some kind of incident went down? While there, Lena decided to take the children to the park's Paradise Playrooms. Sounds fun, right? With a name like that, you just sit yourself in. The view's gonna be trashy though. You see that? They were just blocked up.
Wow.
Okay, that's kind of fire though. Lena remained with the children for 7 minutes before she suddenly left the building through the rear. Wait, what? So she didn't stay with them on the ride, she chose to disband them. The children were left alone for 8 hours and never noticed she left. Wait, what's going on there? Like a time shift? Okay, that's an interesting one. What does that really account to though? Lena's body was discovered in a patch of dirt behind... Wait, what? Was that due to riding the Liminal Land anomaly, or is it like an aura around it almost, you know? The following photo is an illustration. She must have ridden the roller coaster, but why was she discarded away this time? Then again, we don't know if the dude before was. See that before and after? It's a maniacal styled grin again. Like, it don't look like the same person. She looks like a kind of quiet and reserved person, maybe, you know, looking after the children, but the freak? The police refuse to elaborate on their findings. What the heck are they gonna say? How are people's faces stretching like that and distorting in that manner? We got, okay, another one. Maria, director, she got arthritis. She got those bad joints, cod liver oil, man. Maria visited Liminal Land alone in November of 82. We're going back in time. You see how these cases, rather than going forward, they're kind of backstepping. Okay, that ride looks terrifying. She rode the wheel before making her way to the Liminal Land anomaly. The heck, how'd you get on that thing? That looks like it's 80 foot off the ground. Does it kind of lift off like that, you know? That day, the Liminal Land anomaly was reportedly closed for repair. Okay, well, no one's going on the tracks then. Like, no tracks should be running, or the roller coasters, unless maybe they're running it. Dang, that's a tall roller coaster. Park employees recall seeing a woman near the ride's controls, yet did nothing to question. Okay, why? Negligence? That's a top-down shot. Shortly after, the ride reportedly engaged, with the woman in the furthest rail car to the rear. Why? You could have sat at the front, man. That's a trashy spot to sit. Come on right now. The Liminal Land anomaly was allegedly closed due to a faulty failsafe, causing the ride to run multiple times. Did it just keep it on a loop? Like time and time again, and she couldn't get out? To ride it, would she really want to? That day, the ride ran for 26 minutes non-stop. That doesn't sound like a long time on a roller coaster to just do its thing. Yes, you might feel kind of uncomfortable, nauseous, maybe get a headache after, but you should be okay, and we get the illustration of Maria's facial structure. For her to be riding it that long, this one might be much more severe in the distortion. Do I want to see it? Bro, she became a bowling pin! What the freak? That looks like a scary sock puppet. Man, what the heck happened though? She ain't gonna answer, but that grin is remarks of a good time. This is the first known death. So back in 82, that was the first ever incident recalled on the roller coaster, the Liminal Land anomaly. The investigation by the MNSP is ongoing. Like saying MN, I don't know why that's so confusing to me. To protect and serve. SCP. Oh, state police. Sorry about that, guys. I thought it was going to be SCP. The New Mexico. That says NMEX. Guys, it ain't looking good if all you can do is, Ooh, how about this? Look, is Pascal Horror really dying? Let's watch this. So that points towards some kind of force, a power existing within this theme park. That makes me instantly start to question things like, is the land that maybe this park was built on, what does it have in the past that kind of, you know, keeps bringing people to, for example, ride the Liminal Land anomaly roller coaster? Or that might not be the roller coaster ride's name, but there's something fishy going on with whatever that roller coaster is doing. Why is it deforming people? A very small but interesting look, though, into the world of Liminal Land that we have so far. But this is the thing, the adventure does not end there. There is no way, guys. We have the whole website to explore now. This is actually a part of this video. I am very interested to see how I even go about doing this thing. There will be a lot of research within this. I think some of the ongoing questions that we may have had when we was watching those could potentially get answered within this one, or it might provide perhaps a little bit more information. So all we can really do is start this thing by exploring what's going down. Look, we're gonna do the old Scott Cawthon thing. Give me that inspect element. Let's give me those secrets, bro. See, in the head we got, okay, you know what? I think this website is actually checking out as kind of normal. Yeah, leave that stuff to Scott. I don't blame you. We may as well run down the list that they've given us too. We got attractions, accommodations, archive, gallery, the park closure. That came in 89. We only had up to 88 with the accidents happening. About Liminal Land and then the Emporium. I think I might actually start with about Liminal Land in that case. Then we can run down the rest because it would be nice to have a good overview of what this park is. About Liminal Land, first of all, fix your images up. Looking at that thing makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay, and you changed them up so we get different slides here? Like, how does that ride even work, bro? What the heck are these contraptions? That looks kind of fiery. You see that? Let's go. There we go, Mr. Farquaad riding that ride down there. So, okay, what the freak, bro? Can we fix the fog? Like, you built this land in a weird place. Like, you see this here? Oh wait, we can do this manually. That's kind of incredible. It's like a thick fog engulfing this. What kind of attraction is that? Is it like an experience though? Looks like maybe a fun house type thing. All right, guys, I think we got some anomalies in your park. Look at this, there's a whole slide here though. Look, they even invite the kangaroos to the theme park. Respect for that one. Look at this. I don't even know how some of these rides are working though. It's just a mishmash of different experiences. Dude. Only dudes with black curly hair are allowed to ride this ride, apparently. Yo, that looks fire. Give me some front seats on that. The freak of these helmets, though, bud. Okay, the park is interesting, though. Like, we're gonna have to say that, you know? There's some weird things going down here. All right, bro, what kind of ride is this? You make the backroom amusement park? What the heck? Liminal Land opened its doors in early winter of 1975. Destined to become one of the grandest amusement parks in the United States, Charon Corporation set out to push the boundaries of what it meant to provide immersive entertainment. To this day, it's unclear how exactly Liminal Land garnered such a passionate and sizable audience so quickly, as the town of Lake Valley has historically had a relatively small population. Regardless, ticket sales exploded from day one, much to the credit of large families who flew in from all over the world to experience Charon's experimental vision. From the beginning, Liminal Land was always embedded with one mission: to dethrone Disneyland as the go-to destination for thrill seekers of all ages. Coasters that evoked emotion, a multi-tiered water park, and a massive underground suburbia were among the experiences being tested while the park was open, and to this day, debates are plentiful on whether Charon actually achieved their goal of industry dominance. It is rumored that Disneyland was relatively empty throughout the 1980s. However, Disney loyalists will consistently deny that. No matter which way you look at it, though, the impact of Liminal Land's existence was always clear and, at least for a brief while, appeared the park wasn't ever going anywhere. It's a 75 snippage of an early coaster believed to be, it was scrapped after a testing accident. Like, how does that even work, bro? That looks like something out of Scorn, you know? You got people sitting on that thing? Yeah, I'm gonna watch people ride that first. I'm not gonna be the one to go on that, no thank you. Surprisingly, very little news coverage came out of Lake Valley during Liminal Land's tenure. Parkgoers seemed avid to serve as test subjects to their experimental rides and felt like no one ever batted an eye. Regardless of the numerous accidents that took place over the years, there was never a single investigation, audit, or inspection ever credibly done. What Liminal Land touted as an anomalous event, whatever the freak that means, was simply tapped off for a day and reopened thereafter without a single word about them. For 14 years, the park operated in this bizarre manner. People went missing, rides consistently changed, and the park staff were always apathetic about it. Entrance hub to Liminal Land Charon Experimental Water Park. What the freak? Nah, dude. Like, you go in there to go in the water park? Or is that the water park? You know, you jump in the water, we'll go down under there. Unfortunately, on the 20th of May, 89, Liminal Land's day of reckoning had come. That night, the park was rapidly and indefinitely shut down with no concrete reason ever given. I said concrete, I'm keeping that in. The remains of those present on that fateful night are rumored to remain exactly where they were last seen. Although nobody really knows for sure, theme park preservationists are keen to keep the spirit of Liminal Land alive, however. There's been nothing like it for decades and probably never will. Okay, so a closure on May the 20th, 1989 went down. That's an interesting last point. The remains present. It's saying that whoever was there during that final day, they must have also went missing. They were lost to time. Did a crazy incident occur on that date, which was kind of like apocalyptic for everyone in the park? Quick question about your logo, guys. Where's the guy in the middle's head gone, though? Anyone gonna talk about that? I'm instantly drawn back to this menu here. Like, what is this all about? The kind of Ferris wheel, and then you've got the red sky on the back. It looks a menacing scene. It does not look welcoming at all. I would not take my children here, nor would I take myself. It's kind of fun. How are we gonna go digging, you know? Let's look at the attractions. So the various places they had here. Bro, these look... Okay, what the Hall of Walls. Just call it Backrooms and be done for the day, all right? We know you're trying to take the idea and run with it, but maybe they didn't, you know? Maybe this is a completely different universe take where in this world, that was the origins of what we know as the Backrooms and what they created as the Hall of Walls. Doesn't seem like there's any information on these rides, but we could assume that it's some kind of maze, I would imagine. We've got Paradise Playrooms. It's like balloons everywhere. You've got slides going down. That's what we already got there. There's no more information on this. Subliminal Land? Oh, I see what you're doing right there. Look, I wouldn't want to be in that place, man. Like, a water park's supposed to be relaxing. Are we underground here? Like, underneath the surface of the world, pretty much, you know what I'm trying to say? I wouldn't find that fun at all. You got the laugh track. What's this dude saying, though? It looks like he's having a good time. The happiest ride on Earth. Bro definitely agrees. What the freak is this? Rumored to hold up to 100 riders at a time. It was really full. How does that even work? Does it stack them around the sides? So we got the Skyliner here, the reverse free fall, one prototype of many. Okay, keep it that way. The unknown, I'm interested in that. Much about this ride is unknown. That looks the most alien-like out of them all. It really does. And I take that back when I instantly see this one with a name I can't pronounce. The chrysanthemum. Yes. Liminal Land signature spinner named after the flower. What the freak is a chrysanthemum? Here's our chrysanthemum right here, guys. So we see that? Yeah, you know, the faces on these dudes starting to kind of add up. They look a lot like them after experiencing that. Alright, bro, what the freak is this unknown? Much about this ride is unclear to this day. If you recall this, please fill out the form. What the heck? Bro, they definitely got the aliens in for that one. They straight up just employed a couple of the Greys, right? The Serpentine almost looks realistic. You see it's got spines and everything kind of coming out from the track itself. It looks oddly connected in a way that shouldn't be natural. You got the funhouse down here as well. Clown Maze at Liminal Land. From my recollection, the ride was always empty. And then we've got Invader Cave. The transit system reportedly connects home to various areas. How big was this park, bro? Where were you? If you or someone that know or has any recollection of prior visits to Liminal Land, please fill out the following form from your experience. Your account is vital to the preservation and understanding of the events that transpired within. Doodooface at gmail.com. Mr. Doodoo, all right? I was definitely here. From my recollection, there was nowhere for me to do the do-do in the do-do area. I'm not sure what that has to do with, you know, really what's going down, but I'll just send that one their way. Hopefully they can figure something out with that one. Got the do-do land in Liminal Land. Bro, someone's gonna read that and they're gonna be like, ah, yes, now I remember. Let's take a peek at those accommodations. So we had on-site accommodations. Buddy, if you stay here, you are gonna get nightmares. Look at this. This is just nightmare fuel. You're inside in a house. Bro, this looks weird. Okay, that looks a bit better. You in penitentiary, though? These don't cut it for me. These, like, that just... It's that weird sense of, like a weird nostalgia for a place I've never seen before. But I know, look, if my mom took me to a place like this, bro, I'm sleeping outside. I'm not doing this. Look at this. Rustic as heck. What is this made out of? Play-Doh, though? It's all the same thing. It's like weird elements of, like, different place in the world. That looks like a rich kind of hotel. And then you just combine it with, like, bare minimum. One of the finer creations of Liminal Land Park came with the creation of their flagship accommodation, the holistic and opportune mutual experience or home. The home project encompassed a sprawling underground suburbia, perfect for families who traveled from out of state to experience Liminal Land for themselves. Built from the repurposed bones of the Lake Valley Observatory employee housing structure, the site once housed the facility's clean energy workers and their families, at the time creating one of the largest underground communities in existence. Upon its opening, Liminal Land aimed to celebrate this sense of community by transitioning home's purpose away from the employees and geared towards the park visitors, many of whom felt overwhelmingly comfortable while inside due to its illusory nature. I think they might be lying, you know? Did you interview them with a gun pressed against their temple? The sensation of homelessness was the sole intention behind the project, as Charon sought to keep the guests inside the park for as long as possible in hopes of maximizing profits. Because of this goal, home would be the only in-park hotel offered to guests, reportedly containing around 10 10K concurrent operational rooms at its peak, spreading out over a handful of square miles underneath Liminal Land. Like, so there's Liminal Land. Holy crap, bro, you see all of this? The whole area, like, that's a big zone. That's per 500 meters. That's 500 meters right there. This whole area could house so many people, contrary to just Liminal Land itself. That's wild to think about. Blending 50s inspired deco with modern cues from the 80s, Home was a marvel for its time, and due to the intrigue and raving reviews surrounding it, Bitryan would begin to sell its units in 81, filling their goal of keeping their patrons on park grounds for as long as humanly possible. So people got that obsessed with Liminal Land, they started staying here. Due to the allure of home and its outward appearance of a sprawling underground suburbia, quick family vacations often turned into extended and even permanent stays. For many, Liminal Land Park had indefinitely become home. Like, bro, I don't understand what these families were thinking. This is not it. Like, you're underground. You've got fake lights kind of serving as some kind of experience of being outside still. This would not be the place I would ever want to be. You notice how there's not a single window down here? And when you get a window, it just kind of, it looks into this. Like, what is that? What kind of way of life is that? Looks kind of messed up, ma'am. Yeah, she's kind of jacked up. I think we should get her to the surface again so she can see what the daytime looks like. Eerie, weird. We got hospital curtains right there. Like, I don't know what kind of families you were bringing in here, man, but I don't get it. Listen, this place would not be for me. I'd be the first to turn my back on this and appreciate actually living on the surface a bit more again. Like, you got curtain walls down here, bro. She's stuck in the door. Help her. Someone send help. So this is the part that might get a little bit more interesting. This is the gallery section, or the archive, should I say. Not the gallery. I was talking ahead right there. And this details a lot of reports. You see, we've got pages upon pages of this stuff as well. Like, this is gonna keep us real busy, guys, okay? I think I'm gonna start from page number 3 and work my way forward. I wanna know what happened, you know, at the very beginning of this park, and then see what we can piece together. So first one, the happiest ride on Earth. Charon Corporation's first foray into experimental roller coasters. The laugh track utilized specialized restraint compressions to evoke uncontrolled laughter. The potential for asphyxiation was still being studied, although strangely not a single rider had filed a complaint. What the freak, bro? So the way the ride got you to laugh was like pressure in certain points of your body or something like that. The 79 movement on the rails? What does this mean? Hold up, the serpentine. We saw that picture before. Utilizing old metal tubing, Charon crafted a coaster that in hindsight broke every regulation in the book. Oddly, riders noted bizarre rail movement when passing the curve, with some claiming that it appeared alive and snake-like. Over the years, serpentine became something of an urban legend because of this, although this snake-like movement was likely because of its critical lack of support. So yeah, you see that sometimes in roller coasters, like you see it kind of ricketing just ever so slightly. That makes me question, is that the case with the serpentine? Because if people's faces are being deformed to that kind of odd, inhumane level, what if this could actually be moving, you know? What if this is actually not the imagination, but was actually happening? 88, down in the depths. Yeah, I'm gonna see this one. Anyone want to check on Bob down here? I don't think Bob's swimming. 3 park goers taking a break from the expansive network of pools within Subliminal Land. They appeared to be somewhere around... Wait, what the freak? They're in floor B27. Yo, what is this? Was this not apparent in the original photo? And also, when you archive this, how did you not see that? What the freak is going on? Could that be maybe someone who lost their life in Liminal Land? Like, maybe a lost soul or something? Almost in the camera, detailing how they went missing. 83, the Paradise Playrooms. An unnamed child photographed playing in an early variation of the park's signature Paradise Playrooms. The vast building served as a maze for children to get lost and as their parents enjoyed more. Wait, so they were like separating the kids from the parents like that? Like, should the attraction be like, oh, your kid's gonna get lost in here for a few hours? Like, I would be kind of worried about my child if they got lost in a place like this. Like at the windows, because everything looks, you know, barricaded up. Like, it looks like there's no way of kind of getting out of this thing. If I was a child, bro, I think I wouldn't be a child anymore. I think I'd actually be a corpse. Here's some promotional material. A new world awaits Liminal Land backcountry byway. Document was inside of a folder with other early Charon Company files, leading us to believe that this ad was created around 74. Okay, hold up. Margaret J. This is an interesting one. There's like a detailed report.
Yes.
Hey, they were doing the S. Remember, you start with the 3 lines at the top, 3 at the bottom, 1 line that way, and then you kind of, that's fire, that's fire. Also, she's probably dead. Missing persons report salvaged from the Liminal Land main square appears to have been tampered with. Yeah, they got busy with the scribblies. These are mostly very small documents. So we got Paradise Playrooms, lose yourself in a new paradise. I mean, I see what you're trying to do there. Found in the remaining company files. This folder once promoted the highly ambitious Paradise Playrooms, which served as a park's alternative to daycare. Early reviews suggested the attraction lived up to its name, with children joyfully spending hours. Okay, so they actually had fun whilst they were doing that. Lake Valley observations. What is this, bro? This looks like something out of a nightmare. A recovered image, potentially, awaiting confirmation from the site of what once was the home of the Lake Valley observations. This photograph was likely taken by staff members of Sharon surveying the land for purchase before its eventual renovation. Now, that gives some backstory in that case. Lake Valley observations, then. This must have been like a scientific type thing. So that's kind of important to realize. I think that's a good piece of information. We've seen this video, the missing person. So this was from the channel 5. Contrary to the small population size, a high number of people went missing. We already learned about that one. Even more promotional stuff. This one was, I guess, for Home. A full page advertisement celebrating a facility named Home. While little is known about what went on inside, rumor has it that it was Liminal Land's take on a reality-bending underground suburbia. Urban legend aside, it was more than likely a clever accommodation to get families to stay at the park for longer than they otherwise would. And we already know some of those people, they don't want to go home afterwards. Here's another one for Liminal Land. Maybe tidy your bedroom up before, like, what the frig happened? Same kind of quotes here as well. It's just trying to sell their land, even though it looks so artificially and cheaply made together. Like, I can just, if I can tell knocking on that would be like Hollywood's free. And this brings us to number 1. So this might be a bit more interesting. There's actual documents within this. The memorandum, the sound in C block, letter recovered from the maintenance office in Home. Sections are unfortunately redacted. However, our team is working to recover. 84, we've got, okay, maintenance team. David, I'm having trouble figuring out how to approach Dr. S about this, but this is getting seriously out of hand. We cannot keep guys on payroll for longer than a few weeks before they walk off. I'm not sure if it's a pay discrepancy or what, but this is seriously beginning to affect the bottom line. Home is a mess. It's becoming a colossal crap hole ever since Dr. S decided to sell units for permanent stays. All he cares about is money, 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 and the residents don't care. They sit in their rooms living like crap. Their trash is everywhere and it stinks. How am I supposed to hire any decent talent if their first day on the job is cleaning up the mess of the last team abandoned? We need to either shut off sections of Home or figure out some way to get people in here fast. I can't keep pulling these overnights alone. Not like this. It's messing with me bad. I haven't told anyone, but 2 nights ago I heard something down the hallway inside C block. I'm not sure if it was because I was up for 22 hours straight again, but it sounded surreal. It was akin to a child's scream. This disturbing, blood-curdling scream, followed by what I can only describe as a, I know it sounds ridiculous, so we're getting parts cut out here, something underground, but dear God, it hasn't left my mind since. We need more guys. I'm overworked, I'm tired, and if things don't change, I'm walking off just like the others because screw this. Regards, Jason. That's a kind of interesting one. It's almost like there was some kind of horrific instance occurring down there that even the workers were starting to experience and get a bit suspect about. We got, okay, 88 back on track. Man is probably dead. Cameras on the laugh track captured giggling passengers upon the Esteem rides reopening in 88. The ride had been suspended earlier that year and covered with massive tarps in an attempt to hide it from public eye. The official reason given for its closure was severe mechanical issues, with the tarps being used to protect the ride from harsh sunlight. Many have gone to reject these, with some going as far to claim that the ride was closed due to an accident and potentially a total derailment, though to this point little evidence exists of this. The ride continued to operate late summer, much to the enjoyment of parkgoers, and remained operational until Liminal Land's eventual closure. Mention of Dr. Schlittenberg in the Science News 59. Okay, what is this one? Maybe this has to do with, you know, the people that were working here before. The first published mention of Dr. Frank in the early edition of Science News on 59. The article briefly discusses his research into the world of cortical activation, and specifically compression-induced laughter. Despite discovering the clear health issues that prolonged exposure to these can cause, he incorporated the same technology. Wait, hold up. That's not legal though, bro. Basically, compression of certain areas of the body can make you laugh more, with severe side effects long term. The group concerned with providing a database for the summers, I am reading that word, study of amusement park, SAPE. The Rochester Institute of Technology faced several difficulties, says Mr. Frank, chief engineering chairman. One approach to measuring the effects of mechanical induced cortical activation was induced chest compression via an overhanging chest mount resting on the shoulders of willing participants. On intervals of 60 seconds, the restraints would compress, causing uncontrollable laughter in the subjects. Though there are many ways to test mechanical cortical activation, the study specifically used means of compression for laughter and the effects it may have on the individuals over extended periods of time. Results from 2 studies of biological consequences of laughter are reported. A proposed inhibitory brain mechanism was tested in study 1, aims to protect against trunk compression that can cause health hazards during vigorous laughter. 25 university students volunteered to have their chest compressed at random intervals. Laughter responses and the superimposed HA responses were operationally assessed by Mercury. Filled strain gauges strapped around the trunk. On average, the participants experienced brief moments of euphoria in the test's initial phases. In later phases, patients began to feel feelings of fear, anxiety, and panic. In the final phase of testing, 1 participant reported an intense stomach pain and severe mind fog. Ultrasounds revealed damage to the diaphragm. What the freak of 3 participants, including 1 total rupture. Highly significant linear relations were calculated between the number of laughs and post-exposure cortical activation due to high activation after frequent laughter. All right, that's kind of jacked up then. It's not currently known if any riders experienced damage to their bodies. You know, I'm sure they did. It just wasn't documented because they weren't actual test subjects. Preliminal land photos of Lake Valley, one of the last surviving images from Lake Valley observations at the site of what would one day become Liminal Land. Within the shown building, clean energy was produced and used in various regions across the country. Directly beneath these facilities sat their enormous underground housing development, which would later be repurposed for homes. So they pretty much took what they made and they turned it into this like funhouse-like attraction, and people would not leave for some reason. Yeah, okay, so this is above ground. These early images of Lake Valley years before they would begin their clean energy initiative. The town was small, remote, and rarely visited, which made it the perfect place to build their power plant. Okay, people in masks, like, I don't know what they're working with. Recovered from the observations, the site was once home to an estimated 7,000 employees. They repurposed all of this, then it looks like, to become, I guess, what it did for people to live in again. A photograph taken inside one of the washrooms in the underground portion of the energy facility. So this here, the only known image taken of the hub, the main energy sector of Lake Valley observations, due to the constant reactions happening inside. Entering this room often meant death in under an hour. The hub would eventually be retrofitted into the final floor of Subliminal Land, which made it one of the most highly sought after. Wait, so people wanted to live on the main floor where these crazy reactions were occurring. Like, had they even cleaned the land? Like, was there still stuff going on down there? We got a summer pamphlet celebrating the release of Superliminal Land. So this is basically the park. That wall looks disgusting as freak, bro. So this place had 36 floors to it of different water-themed attractions and stuff. You'll find that Subliminal Land carries the most unique pool architecture in the world. Irregular pool shapes break the monotony of rectangular alternatives. I mean, you don't say, but it's still weird though. Largely made possible by reuse of the old clean energy reservoirs left behind. So they were just using the reservoirs that, you know, people who previously owned this land were literally doing their experimentations within. Is that really the best use for this stuff? As you venture into the depths of Subliminal, you'll discover a world of hospitality, enjoy complimentary beverages. Okay, so you got like little restaurants set up down here. There's a small warning at the bottom. Warning, those with autophobia may experience discomfort in the Serenity Ward. If you're prone to this, it's advised to remain on floors B8 and above. From the beginning, Charon crafted Liminal Land with one promise to you, and that you can escape reality and try to lose yourself. And with the addition of this new facility, the promise continues. So you got 32 levels that go down. Was there not something, there was a picture we saw not far back about people escaping on, I think it was like B23. Lake Valley Police report this is 87. Looks kind of torched up from James Courtright. We got lost to fire. Despite quick response time from our emergency responders, nothing could be done to salvage the home set ablaze on the June 15th fire. When arriving on scene, 2 adults engaged our team to alert them of the presence of 2 children stuck in their bedroom. The 2 were locked in for bedtime before. Wait, why were they locked inside? The oven caught fire after a forgotten cake was left in by the mother. The blaze was too severe for the fire squad to enter, and both children would perish in the flames. Cleanup was completed following day, and the house was repainted. Wait, that immediately? No charges were filed. Remains of Jacobson. Wait, what the frick? Okay, this is weird. A short segment from Lake Valley's annual police report. The remainder of the booklet is missing, though. This particular entry was saved by a loved one of the affected family. If you have information of the whereabouts of this booklet, and this is asking again for archives to be found during Liminal Land's, I guess, time up. So again, not too much information on this. Okay, this is going to be interesting. The Hall of Walls. This is about the, I guess, the back rooms, basically. A fresh look from familiar favorite. The stable of Liminal Land is back for summer season with a brand new look. The freshly painted gray walls blend together more than ever in what the Lake Valley Times calls the most immersive escape room man has ever built. Featuring its signature 800,000 square foot mega structure. What the freak, bro? No. Built into the outer walls of the structure now, and 7 unique exits, each of which demand a different path to find. One exit, only one will be open each day, while the rest is sealed off. That is, like, who would want to go in this thing, bro? The Hall of Walls offers a challenge many parkgoers can't refuse, and this mind-bending experience tests the very limit of human psyche. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do this. Claustrophobia would literally destroy my brain by this part. One of many extended corridors leading you one step closer or one step further from the escape. Pro tip, though we strive for all explorers to feel the sensation of vanishing, help is always around the corner. For help exiting, make your way to the nearest partner. If a partner is out of reach, calmly stand still and wait. Help is always on the way. So they would have people maybe going around this thing at all times, trying to, I guess, find people who can't escape. Skip that, bro. And the last one here is the tape anomaly, which we did already see and we heard about. That mysterious ride that was deforming people's faces for some reason. Now let's go on to the final one. Wait, what do you, hold up. No, bro. No, you can't hit me with this. There was a password. So this is about the park close that you see, they closed that behind a password right now. They don't want people seeing this. In course 6, yeah, look, it gave us the passcode right. Let's do it all caps then. Let's see if we can do this thing. And we press go. Nah, man, we can't get in the guest area? Liminal Land, please, come on. You are kidding me. They lock us out of the main bit. Like, you can't learn about the park closure, the main event that went down to cause the catastrophe. Apparently, the password for this part is rite of passage. What the freak am I seeing? Hey, I wanted more information about the park closure. If I click save as on this image, it comes up with the name Moloch. What does that mean? Wait, what? Moloch, also spelled Molech, a Canaanite deity associated. Wait, what the freak? Okay, now this just unearthed a totally different thing entirely. Okay, I'm just reading through this. It's talking about something to do with child sacrifice. Traditionally, the name Moloch has been understood as referring to a Canaanite god. Since 35 scholars have debated whether or not the term refers to a type of sacrifice on the basis of similar. Oh, wait, bro, this is some weird bullcrap. The only word that so far has stood out to me is the recurrent use of the word sacrifice and also children. That makes me think, what was this park built on before everything that even went down? This kind of goes a bit more in depth this way. And this is the thing about why I wanted to spend just the time to experiment and cover such a thing like this, because instead of us being given all the information directly, we have to sit down, we have to research this thing, and I kind of almost passed the the torch to you guys to also give me some information what you think is going on here. This tells me though what happened on that day in 1989 when the sky may have went red and the mass amount of people went missing simultaneously. That led to the park closure and involves this right here, this Moloch, I believe his name is. Was it some kind of ritual that was cast upon the entirety of the land? Did the observatory team do that prior? Maybe a similar fate also happened to them? Like, we don't know what this land was before anyone started building on top of it. It might have been some kind of, religious sacrificial land where this sort of stuff was taking place and it just adapted to modern day. Don't really understand why the smiles were occurring for the adults. It could have been like, one thing I'm finding interesting and thinking about is the fact that all of the children that went on the sort of fantasy ride experience and didn't even realize that they were missing for so long. Like, it was like 8 hours before they realized the teacher was gone. It was almost like the land made her go to that ride knowing that she would, suffer that fate, discard her, and then there's all of these children left with no one to follow, and maybe it's like the park trying to kind of lead them into this sacrifice thing that's going on. Same with the, the park, how it builds, and it seems to focus a lot on separating parents and children from one another. Making children get lost in areas for hours. Like, that seems to be a prime focus, whilst keeping the adults all entertained in this different zone where the rides are much more scary, things like that. I don't know though, guys. This was a wild little experience. As I say, much more kind of us investigating as opposed to, being able to watch these reaction stuff, just sit there like, oh, I kind of like this though. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. It might be totally different. It might be dimmed down a lot for all I know, because it's about the information. I want you guys to almost theorize along with me, man. This takes me back, like when I used to do this stuff for FNAF, man. It kind of makes sense though, because it's all about this, like, where were you? It's like this website wants to know at the time when the disaster in '89 went down in this theme park, where were you? Was your family here? Was anyone you knew here? Were you over the other side of the world? Like, so many interesting stuff that still needs to be uncovered. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Of course, as well, Liminal Land will be linked down below. You can check out the analog series yourself and also the website, because this seems to be getting updated very, very regularly. And perhaps when there's a couple more videos, I will actually return to this to see what else I can uncover on what went down really at Liminal Land. Lots of talking in this one though, guys, but hopefully you did enjoy this one. I'm gonna cut this one here. This was a crazy little look at a different styled analog horror / ARG experience, and I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, why not drop me that like rating? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Of course, if you did enjoy, and you guys need to spend some time thinking, where were you when Liminal Land got closed down?